and a little accident, but this is what happens when you're out of touch with StreamYard. But here goes. Wasn't this interesting? What a way to start the season. I'm just going to say this. I'm plugging my flash drive. I think this is one of the worst games that I've seen the Cowboys ever play in recent memory. Defense did so-so, but they still allowed a lot of yards. And yeah, sure, they picked off Tom Brady, but what difference does it make? Just this whole team is so fucking lifeless. What more? How can you even get excited? Oh, by the way, I just recently found out that Dak, the $40 million man quarterback that we paid, he's going to be out for several weeks. I think he has a broken hand or something. I didn't really read into it. And you know what? Good old Jerry, Mr. fucking control freak and clown asshole that he is, you know what he said? We'll have to have Cooper Rush step up. Good job. Very good job, Jerry. This is what you get when you don't really make any moves until it's too fucking late. You know what? I want to fucking rant, but you know what? Is it even worth ranting anymore about what I just saw, a complete fucking total shit show? Is it really worth even fucking yelling about? Is it even really worth getting upset about? Because my goodness, that was just atrocious. That's probably the worst time I've ever seen offense perform like I just saw in that fucking game since we had Brandon Weeden at quarterback. And Brandon Weeden didn't even have a number one guy out there. Supposedly CeeDee Lamb was that person, but he didn't play very well. I don't know if he is ever going to be a very good wide receiver. At best, he's maybe an okay number two, because I don't think he's certainly going to be the number one guy. Maybe that makes a difference when Gallup comes back, but they should have still tried to make a move like get that Denzel Mims guy, if I'm remembering his name correctly. That's who they should have got. He'd be a good number two to counter with CeeDee Lamb, but knowing the Joneses, they don't fucking do anything. Oh, we love our guys. Yeah, that's what you do. You fucking love your guys. You also look like fucking overpaying for them. What is the point? Yeah, as you saw by my thumbnail, they're both fucking clowns, yeah? You know what? Jerry and Steven, rotten fucking hell. That's what you need to fucking do. Just rotten hell. Because this whole offseason, these whole offseason moves that you've done, this is all on you. This is all on fucking you. I didn't make a Cowboy video for a long time, but I did see Shango's video whenever we lost that San Francisco game, and when we're nothing more than hype machines, and I have to agree with Shango. We're nothing more than fucking hype machines. That's what Jerry and fucking Steven always wants to do, because they want to sell you on what we put out there is going to be a good fucking team. Oh, we're going to be competitive. Oh, we're going to make a mark on the playoffs. Go to fucking hell, Jerry. Go to fucking hell, cat bitch, as I like to call you, because that's what you are. You fucking want to penny pinch at every fucking chance to just save yourself the dough, or we don't have enough pie. Get the fuck out of here, Steve-O. I'm tired of your bullshit. This is what you call a good team. This is what you call a competitive team. I saw no fucking fire on that offense. I saw zero. I didn't see jack shit of anything. So tell me, for those who are watching, I know there's not a whole lot of people watching. I'm guessing because a lot of people are mad and pissed off, like I am. I know people are going to say, oh, it's just one game, Retro. It's just one game. How can you respond to something? At least last season, we were putting up points. And yeah, I know we had different wide receivers. We had our line, except, Zach Martin didn't play in that game. But I saw something. At least I saw a sense of urgency in that last game compared to Tampa. I saw diddly squat on this fucking offense. Part of me being a fan, I was really just holding on to the hope that maybe our defense would, at least step it up. And while they did prevent Brady from getting, his usual 300, 400 yards on us, he still was able to make some good shots at us. And they actually ran on us. I thought Neville Gallimore and Quentin Bohanna and what's his name? Osa Odigizila. Oh, I can't even pronounce his last name. We'll just call him Osa. They hardly did much of anything. The fucking line, which was composed of mostly a few rookies, well, maybe, I don't know if their center was a rookie. I don't know. But still, they basically got stonewalled. I didn't see any of the interior pressure that I thought I was going to see. The only person that got the 2 sacks was Micah fucking Parsons. He came to play. That's one thing for sure. But I think, you know what, as not bad as the defense did, it still had problems. Dan Quinn, I don't know what the hell you continue to see in Anthony Brown. I think he's always been a highly fucking overrated cornerback. He always gets badly burned. Yeah, I know it's Julio Jones, but come on. You don't have a fucking safety on that guy? You need to fucking give Kelvin Joseph a chance. I mean, I know he's not the he has still time to learn, at least. You know what you're going to get with Brown. An occasional play here and there, but a good part of the times he'll get burned badly. And you really think Brown's a capable starter, and even Jordan Lewis. He might be okay in the slot, but I don't trust Lewis on the outside. Oh yeah, and by the way, Kellen Moore, you are so fucking pathetic. You're just another Jason Garrett 2.0 or 3.0. I don't care. That's what you are. You don't have any feel for any of the fucking games. And the running game was actually working okay. Maybe it wasn't like long 20, 30-yard gains like maybe Fournette was getting, but still. The run game was actually kind of effective in moments. But nope, you got away from it because, oh yeah, got to go with the pass happy. Got to pass that to CeeDee Lamb. Got to pass that to Noah Brown. What do y'all see in Noah Brown? I don't really see how Noah Brown is a good receiver. Can anyone tell me that? Oh, by the way, if the wide receivers were not doing anything out there, why didn't you fucking put Simi Fehoko in there? He at least had some speed. Of course, you put Simi Fehoko in there, and at like the last 4 minutes of the game, you made 0 adjustments. I had a feeling that Kellen Moore, or Karen Moore, as I'm going to call you, you were going to fuck this up. I knew it. I just had a gut feeling because you just clearly have no fucking feel for the game. You go into this fucking show that you don't even know how to make any kind of adjustment or try to even change a player. If the player is not getting open or not making the catches that he's supposed to, how about you put Simi Fehoko out there? Yeah, I know he's not, he may not be Antonio Brown. He might not be Julio Jones. He might not be even Denzel Mims, but he is a guy that has some speed to him. Try doing that. Seriously, try doing that. Because what the... I have no idea if anyone else is going to come in here, but I just had to vent. Because seriously, this is beyond fucking dumb. And yeah, I know, it's one game. But you can pretty much call this season pretty much over. I wonder if the Joneses intentionally maybe tanked so they can get Sean Payton. But I don't know if he's going to even make much of a difference. Is he really going to just turn Dak's career around? Does this mean that Karen Moore? Yeah, I'm going to call him Karen Moore because I don't think he's a good offensive coordinator. Does this mean that Karen Moore will be fucking gone and we won't have to run that fucking stat padding Garrett offense that I've been seeing for the past, 15 years? Do we really need to see any more of this shit? For real, do we need to see any of this? Tell me, what's it gotten us? A few wins here and there, some really good wins against really shitty teams, but against the good teams, you're telling me that we can't find any kind of adjustment. We can't even bring in a different player if this one player is not performing like he should be. Hello? If you bench this player, you're going to hurt the player's fucking feelings? Fuck their feelings. If they're not performing, you get someone else to perform. You get someone else to do the job better. That's why you get someone else in that spot to see what they have. And I know Simi Fehoko at least has some speed because I don't see that with Noah Brown. Let's stop the camera for right now because what's really the point? What am I supposed to be? Excited for this season? Oh, we can't give up. No. I don't know what to think, honestly. It's just, you know what the Joneses give a shit about? They only care about, just selling tickets because they know that it's going to be profitable for them. And by the way, weren't we going to see more of Pollard maybe utilized in the passing game? Yeah, that happened a few times, and it didn't really amount to much. I'm going to see if someone wants to come in here and, get his opinion. I don't know if you're watching, Travis, but I'm going to see if you want to come in here if you're watching. I know there's nobody watching right now. There's like maybe 2 people watching. Okay. Let's see who wants to come in. I have no idea if anyone else wants to come and chime in their thoughts. I'm sure there will be. Okay. Okay. We'll see if anyone wants to come in. I'm going to see if MCF wants to come in. I've invited a couple people. I don't know if they're going to come in. It's possible that MCF is still streaming, but sorry about that. I see that Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 is in here. So I'm going to see if he wants to come in. I doubt it, but I don't know if he wants to come in. I'm sure there might be some Cowboy fans that might come in. Yeah, I know my stream is negative, but what would you expect it to be? If I was at my own place, I'd be ranting pretty high on this team because this is just awful. I have one person coming in, but I don't know if that person's going to stay around.
What's up, Retro?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, the Cowboys, they're pitiful. They are pitiful. If anybody want to know why the team the way they are, go back to April. They didn't fix the problem. Offensive line. You get rid of Amari Cooper.
Yep.
You still got Kellen Moore.
You mean Karen Moore?
Karen Moore, yeah. Maybe, yeah, Karen Moore.
That's what I'm calling him from now on. Because, like I said, he has no feel for the game.
I mean, it's so much blame that you can put on GM Jones. If GM Jones can take his ego and put it somewhere else and hire a real football man, this team will get back to prominent. Because it's like every other year, the Cowboys do good, win division, in the playoffs, lose. And then the following year, you miss the playoffs. and
Yeah.
it's back to they same old yo-yo. This been going back since when Romo. They uh they messed up Romo's career, not fixing the offensive line, not running the game. I mean, no, with a good running back, and now the same thing happened again. You knew your offensive line was falling apart 2 or 3 years ago, and you
Yep.
didn't fix it.
Yeah, they should have at least drafted Tyrone's replacement.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Tyron Smith can be the guy, but I think honestly he should be playing left guard. He might be better
Yeah,
suited for that side. But I have to admit he didn't have a horrible game, but it's still Kellen Moore doesn't have no feel for the game. And here's the thing, Simi Fehoko, I kept mentioning they need to put him in there because at least he has some speed to his game. He didn't come
mm-hmm.
in there till like maybe the last 4 minutes of the game. Come
Mm-hmm.
the fuck on.
And that one pass that he could have caught, no, it was you just not getting the game. You got to get the feel for it.
Yeah,
And
at least he
then,
showed some explosion and he had the ability to get open and
yeah.
down through the list.
And my thing is, Dak, before the thumb injury, he was off from the get go, overthrowing
Yeah.
the ball, throwing into double and triple coverage.
Yeah.
And I think to me, the Cowboys lost the game on offense the second drive. I think it was a third down, and Dak was trying to force the ball to City, but he had Zeke underneath. It was like 2nd and 8.
Yeah, I saw that Zeke at least if he didn't get the first down, he at least could have gotten some good yards out of that. I saw that he was
Exactly. I mean, because you just got to put the whole blame on offense. And I saw it coming. I did. I saw it coming. Even before, you had a chance to disguise the weakness by running the ball, pass here and there. But the problem with Dak Prescott, he holds on to the ball way too long. And with your offensive line the way it is, you got to get rid of that ball within 2 or 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm. Seems like whenever
So,
Connor McGovern went out, it's like the offensive line and the whole offense just they didn't know what to do. It's like I said,
yeah, it is.
any kind of adjustment cannot be made if some player goes down or a wide receiver is unable to. If they're not performing, like I said, you need to put someone else in their place. That's why you want to get results. But I saw none of that. This is
And then your
Jason
third
Garrett
round,
2.0.
and then your third round pick, Tolbert.
Inactive.
Where was he at?
He was inactive for whatever. I mean, sure, he might have had some growing pains, but I'm pretty sure he might have done better than Dennis Houston or Noah Brown.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I don't have a problem with Noah Brown if they play him. I think they should play him more like a third down tight end.
Yeah, they should have put him in like the tight end position. That would have
Yeah,
been
that's a big kid. He's real big. And another thing, Cowboy didn't utilize the tight end none either. They kept going long. It seemed like with Kellen Moore, when he script his play, when he first started out, they have a tendency to stay away from what got them successful. Because that first drive, balance of pass and run, they did good. And then it was, I think sometime in the third quarter, they was running the ball and they was driving a little bit, but they started having penalties. And then the Cowboys started passing because it's like they get angsty because they can't get a pass to play. And this offensive line is not meant for that. You have to run and just do little dump offs. So yeah, it's the game. Did they even practice this week? That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I refuse this year to put my emotional ties to this team, knowing what happened in offseason because Catboy too stingy to spend some money on the offensive line.
Yeah. Well, I call him cat bitch. That's a
No,
perfect name
that's
for him.
no. Yep, yeah. I mean, because I like from last year, Connor Williams trash. Tyrant Smith, he's gonna be hurt, and then Lyle Collins. Mm, you got rid of Lyle Collins and Connor Williams. You couldn't tell me that you couldn't sign at least the free agencies? No,
Yeah.
at least one or two. First started out, and then instead of Tyler Smith, I would have got Tyler Lindenbaum. The center,
Hmm.
because I don't have no confidence in Bialish.
He actually didn't do too badly, but like I said, I can understand your concerns with him because, I mean, he seems like he gets pushed around too often. That's why I was hoping
Mhm.
Matt Forniak would take that job. But
Yeah, yeah,
mhm.
but yeah, and then Dak, he's out 6 to 8 weeks. Well, they say a couple of weeks, but let's be honest. With thumb injury on your throwing hand, that's 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, it's not like he was really doing much there anyway. And
Yeah, thank you. He's an overpaid bus driver.
yeah, or armchair quarterback.
Yeah. But so, what's your take for the rest of the season?
I don't know. I wonder if it will be like 5-12.
At first, I had them at 9-8. I had them 9-8 even before Tyrant Smith got hurt,
Mm.
and then now it's just to see what they did with a defense who's not. No, I mean it's not really. I don't consider Tampa Bay defense as a top 5 defense. I do consider them as maybe a top 15 defense. And oh, there we go. East side turd. I see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Well, his team didn't win, but they didn't lose either. But still, I think
Yeah,
if anything, the Texans should have won that game, but yet they allowed the Colts to come back.
yeah. But one thing, but yesterday and today, all the Texas teams, I'm talking about University of Texas, Baylor, Cowboys, all lost.
Yeah, they sure did.
So yeah, there was a bad weekend for Texas college team. But the
Yeah,
Cowboys itself, terrible.
I think this is honestly one of the worst games I've seen in recent memory that they played. And I wouldn't say it's a huge blowout, but it's like after that interception, it's like the life was sucked out of them. They
Yeah,
could never recover after that.
yeah. I mean, the defense gave the Cowboys several opportunities to stay in the
Yeah,
game.
they still could have performed a lot better because they still allowed a good amount of chunk yard plays. Like Godwin got a good catch, and even Julio Jones. And I swear, like I
Mm,
said before, I don't understand why Quinn likes Brown so much. He's always been burnt toast. He did okay
mm-mm.
in some games, but he's always been overrated. I'd rather see Kelvin Joseph out there. Sure, he's young, but at least he has time to grow. At least he has a better potential of getting better. You know what you're getting with Brown. Occasionally he does okay, but other times he will get badly burnt or
Yes,
be
he
in
would.
a position to not even deflect the pass.
Yeah, but like I said, he did. To me, that the problem with the defense is still they don't put a lot of emphasis on safeties.
Yeah,
That's one of the problems. They don't put, and then with Parsons, even though he did had 2 sacks tonight,
yeah, he was the
I
one that got
still
the sacks on Brady. Yeah,
I still would have moved around. I still would like him to blitz up the middle. Just move him around. But it still didn't matter. Offense still sucked.
yeah, and I was actually disappointed in the interior rush. I thought Neville Gallimore was going to at least was there. I don't know if their center was a rookie, but you would think they would get some good push on their interior. It's like they got stonewalled.
Yeah, but yeah, because I mean, it's like I know it's hard to sack Brady. Cause Brady gonna get rid of that ball, but I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, because I can't really fault the defense because when your offense continue to go 3 and out, you know that's gonna put more pressure on your defense. So, but yeah, let me get off here. I just want to get on just to vent just a little bit.
Well, appreciate your thoughts and honest thoughts on it. So yeah.
Yeah, but let's see. But I still think you know what? I was looking at the schedule. The Cowboys might end up being 2-6 the next 8 weeks.
Probably so.
Because the Eagles gonna be tough. They got according to you got the Bengals next week, and the Giants and the Redskins and I'm sorry, the Commanders and the Lions. Those are not easy games,
Yeah.
especially now. Especially now. Okay, thanks for letting me have a chance to come on.
No problem. Come by anytime you want, man.
Okay, thanks.
Have a good night.
You too.
And that was Cowboys' chance, given his honest thoughts on that whole shit show of a game that we all had to witness. You know what? I think we're going to be worse than 2-6. We might be 2-8 because I just don't see us winning much. Pretty much the writing's on the wall. McCarthy. Hopefully that means Karen Moore is gone too, but I can't really support this fucking front office and this team. I know it's hard, but this front office does not care about winning. It's all about selling. It's all about being the hype machine, being this and that. Oh, we don't need no Amari Cooper. Oh yeah, how about Collins? He tried to fucking dispute these charges against him. We don't need him. Oh, we don't need Connor Williams. Well, you know what? You should have at least tried Connor Williams at tackle. He might have done better in that. But you know what? This whole front office and this whole coaching staff, they don't know anything from a fucking. I don't even know what kind of comparison I can make on this. They wouldn't know the meaning of the word adjustment or changing or switching things or even trying to make an effort to improve themselves if it bit them in the fucking ass or if it was even tattooed on their ass. Because my goodness. Why should I continue to root for this team? Why should I continue to root for this fucking coaching staff, this fucking front office that wants to always assure us that we can do this, so we can do this? No, you're going like several steps backwards. That's what y'all are fucking doing. I don't know what to think. I honestly don't care anymore. For the one person who's watching, feel free to share your thoughts. Is it you, Eastside? Is it you, Travis? Is it you, Sam? I know Sam is probably. For those who don't know, Surf Spade Sam, he's always been a really cool dude. Always has chimed in on my streams. If y'all, for your information, he is actually in the Army. Just so you know, if you don't mind me putting that news out there, Sam. But he's out there, defending the country. And hey, I'm envious of Sam on that. So, and by the way, if there is some good news I can offer on this stream going on currently, is I actually have a job coming up, starting on the 19th. I recently got hired at a. I'm going to be a entry level construction materials technician. Working out in the field. Making sure, checking out, dirt, materials, concrete, stuff like that. Being outside. I figured that would be my way to kind of break into the environmental field. And that company that hired me does dabble in that type of career as well. It's not just, construction. They do environmental work and some other things too. So, yep, I got a job with them. I even announced it on the stream. That's the one good news that I can bring to y'all. That's it. Just with my determination and my focus and me wanting to really show that I'm capable of working throughout the challenging times, there you go. That was pretty damn good. Anywho. I have no idea if anyone else is going to want to come in. I doubt it, but I was hoping Travis would come in. I would imagine he has some pretty vicious rants he'd like to get off his chest, just like I just did. Sometimes you're at a loss for words whenever you still want to hope that your team can accomplish this, but it's being so handicapped by the front office and it's handicapped by people who are just delusional and it just lacking in any kind of awareness of of what of what you do when you decide you want to get rid of this player or you don't want to resign this player. They simply don't care. And we haven't had, a good coach since Parcells, but even then he was starting to kind of be on the decline. And we have not even been to a conference championship since the Aikman days. That ought to tell you something right there, that the Joneses' narcissism and their way of doing things and their approach and just their overall, basically, like I said, their approach to everything, nonchalant. Man, talk about a talk about a wasted opportunity to really show that maybe you can go further with this team. That Dak can elevate the team without having wide receivers or without having the perfect O line. It seems like if Dak had all that, he would perform well. And when Dak doesn't have that, he just folds like a fucking cheap suit. I have no I have no expectations for this upcoming season, especially since I thought we were at least going to be winning 10 games at most. But now with Dak being out with the hand, um, you can pretty much just chuck this season goodbye. The front office only cares about penny pinching. It's it's like I said before on MCF's stream. They're basically the Menhem Golan and Urim Globus of fucking ownership, trying to penny pinch and hoping that this one player that they didn't have to pay a shitload of money would just be the diamond in the rough and just somehow come alive. So, yeah, the front office just really likes to suck the fun out of things. Let's see what's happening. Okay. And Cowboys Champs has subscribed to my channel. Thank you very much for your sub. Awesome of you to do so. If I'm gonna fart, it's gonna be for the fucking Joneses. Okay, let's see what happens. I know I'm multitasking, but that's what happens when you are running a stream and doing everything at the same time. Okay. Travis is on the phone with someone, so we'll see if he wants to get in here and chime in. But yeah, he's probably pissed off as a lot of Cowboy fans are very pissed off. Oh yeah, that's what I also call the Joneses. I just saw that by my title. The Joneses are fucking tyrants. Just want to suck the life and suck the fun out of the whole damn team because they want to believe what they're doing is right. But I think everyone else knows that. Here's the thing: if you want to, here I hate saying this, if there has to be any real change, don't buy any more Cowboys merchandise. Don't do it, folks. Don't give them any more of your fucking money or any of your hard-earned coins. And just like what Shango said, you know, don't give in to the hype. Don't believe a fucking word that Jerry and Steven speak because that's all it is. It's just word speak. They always think they know everything. They always think they know what they're doing is the right thing, which most of the time is not the case. They hardly ever admit they're wrong. It's quite clear. They don't give a shit. Okay, I just farted, and you know what? That's for you, Joneses. You should smell my fart. I'm pretty sure Space Cowboy's pretty upset by this. I see that. I think 1980 is still streaming, but yeah. I have no idea if it's going to attract any other people, but yeah, we'll see. And I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I guess we should have known this was coming. I figured I figured in the fourth quarter we might be able to put up some points and show that we were at least putting in some effort. But you know what? That didn't happen. Want to know why? Because the whole offense is just inconsistent and dysfunctional. That's what another word I was looking for. The whole let me get my face in here. The whole front office and the Joneses is just dysfunctional. You can't support shit like that because guess what? Dysfunctional doesn't really get you anywhere. Because guess what? You can't function like a fucking. You can't function as a whole. The whole dysfunctional front office and yeah, I don't think I can. I don't think I can add more to that. This franchise is just dysfunctional, and dysfunction does not guarantee consistently winning seasons. I was about to say good, but you can't. The whole we're inconsistent. That's what we are. Inconsistent. Bad one year, good one year, bad one year, good one year. Enough is enough. You can't support the fucking Joneses. I know you still want to be a fan. You can still be a fan at heart, but you cannot support the dysfunction of what the Joneses have fucking done. You cannot continue to support them. And the one thing you can do by not giving them support is don't fucking go to any of the games and don't buy any more of their merchandise. Even though I'm tempted to maybe get Micah Parsons jersey because the guy lives and breathes football. It's just sad that the whole defense, for the most part, failed to make the stops that they could have. The safety play, for the most part, was mediocre, although Wilson got the pick, but unfortunately our dysfunctional offense couldn't do anything with it. I can rant on that, but you know what? I don't know if I want to rant on that anymore. Because it's really hard to get excited for a fan. It's hard to really get excited for this type of season. It's hard to get excited because our quarterback failed to perform and is just completely overpaid. There's no joy in this. Just like most of the movies, especially with Disney, I hate going back to that, but you know what? Disney wants to run everything. Well, let's hope they don't get the fucking Cowboys and try to turn it into a woke type of team. Because that's not going anywhere, especially when you try to make these changes. if you're going to make a change, you need to make a change that's going to benefit the team and it's going to do good in the future. And hard to think that I would think McCarthy would be an okay change. But so far, it's starting to streamline and almost just as bad because it seems like no one respects McCarthy. He's maybe not as bad as Jason Garrett, but he's not as good. Or he's not as bad, but just he's nowhere near as a Parcells or even a Johnson. I'm trying to decide if I want to do another stream after this because, I can sit here and talk about it, but it's just going to bring me it's going to be depressing, and I don't want it to be depressed when thinking about this, because I got other things to worry about. My health, my future. Those things should matter, not the fucking Cowboys or the fucking Joneses. This is why you should never give, especially when it's a franchise that's dysfunctional and on the decline. Just don't give the Joneses any money or any kind of satisfaction. Just don't give them anything. Don't give the Joneses any fucking kind of money. Make them lose money. Make them lose it, because maybe then they will start to see, maybe we fucked up. Maybe we screwed up. But you will hardly ever hear that from the Joneses, especially Jerry and his narcissistic, controlling ways. I don't think I have anything more to say. But you know what? Since it seems like no one else is really going to, join in, I should probably call it into the stream. Because what's the point of even rooting for this team and the front office? What's the point? Because we should know what to expect. Bad to mediocre. That's what's going to probably be what this season is. I don't think we'll go 0-17 or 2-15. But I see us going maybe like 5-12. That's especially now with Dak being out 4 to 6 weeks, maybe even 6 to 8 weeks because of the hand. But you know what you could have done, Joneses? You could have made some changes. You could have at least attempted to get some veteran depth or get someone that can help the wide receivers. You could have at least done that. But you didn't. You didn't do it till it's too fucking late. But why should we be shocked? Because you always think you're several steps ahead when in reality you're so many steps backwards. So, yep. I think honestly I'm going to probably just end the stream right here because I don't want to really talk about this team anymore. I'm fuming, but you know what? I've already accepted what this team is. Dysfunctional and pretty much going nowhere. And it's a shame. But that was probably clearly evident from what we saw in the playoff game. Our offensive coordinator can do well against horrible and shitty teams, but when it comes to any kind of decent team that shows any kind of defense, and you can't even make one freaking adjustment, you're not doing your job very well. You're not making any changes. You're not showing any kind of, okay, we're not doing this. We'll make some changes. We'll put this guy here, line him up as a tight end. We'll try to do a screen pass, something along those lines. But no. That's what the Cowboys are. A hype machine and just a laughing stock of the division. Anywho, I think I'm going to officially end it for good here. So thanks for stopping by, Cowboys champs. Even Eastside even chiming in his thoughts. Well, till the next stream. I'll see you soon, whenever that might be.